This is 7 National News, and in our top story, a number of United Nations agencies have launched a major appeal requesting over $8.4 billion in order to help nearly 18 million people in Syria and throughout the region. Presented to donors at a meeting in Berlin, the 2015 appeal incorporates development aspects for the first time. In addition to the life-saving humanitarian needs of over 12 million displaced people inside of Syria, as well as the millions of Syrian refugees scattered throughout the region and the countries that host them. The Syria Strategic Response Plan 2015, which requires $2.9 billion in funding to address acute humanitarian needs inside of Syria, aims to provide 12.2 million people with protection, life-saving assistance and livelihood support. Meanwhile, the Regional Refugee and Resilience Plan represents a strategic shift in the approach to delivering aid to the region. It brings together emergency humanitarian operations and host community support with longer-term programs aimed at boosting resilience. Requiring $5.5 billion in funding to directly support almost 6 million people. It is based on planning projections of up to 4.27 million refugees in countries neighbouring Syria by the end of 2015, and to help over 1 million vulnerable people in host communities. Gina Kaysar, the UN Development Programme Associate Administrator, was quoted as saying that the countries hosting Syrian refugees are struggling with the massive impact on their economies, societies and infrastructure, threatening not only their stability but the stability of the entire region. She added that a traditional humanitarian response is no longer enough. From the 1st of January, all commercial establishments and service centres must issue bills in Arabic. The call comes from the Ministry of Economy, which in a statement revealed that December the 31st is the deadline given to commercial and service sectors to introduce the option of issuing bills in Arabic and to use the language in all transactions and dealings if the customer desires, after which the ministry will impose financial fines on defaulters. Dr. Hashim Al-Nuaimi, the director of the Consumer Protection Department at the ministry, was quoted as saying that the move looks to protect the consumer rights and to add high performance in customer service. Dr. Al-Nuaimi also cited a recent study conducted by the ministry which showed that 36% of staff at call centres and customer service centres across the country do not speak Arabic. Anyone with a suggestion that is then put into force by the Roads and Transport Authority will enjoy 5% in revenue from the idea. Officials were quoted as saying that the share shall be earned whether the suggestion is related to increasing revenues or optimising expenditure, adding that the move looks towards making people happier. The director of the RTA Customer Service, Ahmed Mahboub, also revealed that since the beginning of the year, the RTA has registered 812 suggestions from customers. He added that they have also expanded the channels of receiving suggestions through a smart app, as before they relied on their call centre, email, local media, social portals and brainstorming sessions with various community segments. Over 45,000 motorists have benefited from the 3-month 50% traffic fine discount by the Ras Al Khaimah police that ran from September the 10th to December the 10th. Brigadier Ghanem Ahmed Ghanem, the Director General of the Central Operations at RAC Police, was quoted in a local daily as saying that the grace period was instructed by His Highness Sheikh Saud bin Saka Al Kazmi, the Supreme Council member and ruler of Ras Al Khaimah, and that the 50% discount were for pending fines for speeding violations that were caught by the traffic police's fixed or portable radars on the Emirates' internal roads and highways. He added that all fines imposed due to other traffic violations, particularly those that posed a risk to road users' lives and ended in vehicle impoundment, were excluded from the fine discount. Brigadier Ghanem said that the move looked to reduce the financial burden on drivers and to also encourage them to pay pending fines and to be more cautious on the road, as well as to help motorists renew their expired registration cards. The Ministry of Interior's Child Protection Centre has organised a training campaign in all government and private schools over in the capital. The campaign was organised in collaboration and in partnership with the Abu Dhabi Education Council, also known as ADEC, and aims to spread awareness about ways to protect children from abuse and neglect. As a part of the programme, free training is being provided to one representative per school from the 444 schools registered with ADEC. In the first stage, training will include the Emirates' 189 private schools. Dr. Amal Al-Kubaisi, the Director General of ADEC and member of the Executive Council, was quoted in a local daily as saying that students spend more time at school than anywhere else. Therefore, it is mandatory to provide them with all aspects of safety and security. Major General Nasser Lakrabani Al-Nuaimi, the Secretary General of the Office of the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Interior, and also the Chairman of the Higher Committee for Child Protection, called upon all individuals working in childcare to perform their duties and to identify and report any signs of abuse against children, especially those who work with or who are in close contact with them. He also called upon parents to protect their children against any kind of psychological and physical abuse. With a range of cultural activities and workshops, Dubai celebrated International Arabic Language Day with fun-filled entertainment for families and children at the Arabian Centre. Organised by the Dubai Culture and Arts Authority, the celebrations were held under the theme Arabic Letter and aimed to highlight the significance of the language to underscore Emirati identity. The International Day is observed around the world on the 18th of December, and here in Dubai, the authority celebrated the occasion with competitions, workshops and theatrical performances, which were focused on paying tribute to the values of the alphabet that make up the language. As a part of their efforts to show appreciation for the language, a huge crowd gathered at the venue to take part in the activities, as well as develop an understanding of the language that holds such a high cultural significance in the region. In addition to the celebrations, the event brought together calligraphers to show off their artwork skills and to also interact with visitors. According to organisers through the event, they want to promote the beauty and essence of Arabic, which is also one of the fastest growing languages today.
As Dubai Culture and Art Authority, the Arabic language is very important for us. First of all, it's part of the culture, part of her heritage, part of our entity. And the focusing on it over here also is very important for us to show the communication or how to communicate with other entity through our own language. Talking also in the Arabic language is as showing how important is it for Dubai Culture Authority. We had a late initiative. We have a new department that's called Arabic Center for focusing in Arabic language and how to enhance in Arabic language and to focus and also to communicate with other entity and to show how much is important the Arabic language. The other part, if you talk about the Arabic language, we can see as Dubai it's a lot of initiative and events going on. One part of it is Dubai International, or actually Emirates Literature Festival, which is a spot all around the world. People related to literature to come over here to celebrate, and that's a great spot for people non-Arabic language speaker to come over here and have a section to know and to understand or interact with Arabic speaker.
And finally, looking to other news now, thousands of people turned out in fluorescent green for Nike's 10K We Run Dubai event on Friday morning, which kicked off near the Burj Khalifa. The sea of green ran around some of Dubai's iconic landmarks, which started and finished at the Armani Hotel. All the hard work and training before the event paid off for Mohsin Outaleb from Morocco, who finished the race in 30 minutes and 50 seconds to win the Nike 10K We Run Dubai. The race created a festive atmosphere around the boulevard with around 8,000 participants willing to make a difference in their lifestyle or add another running event to their tally of races. According to organisers, the event first started in 2012, where around 4,000 runners took part, and the figure has now doubled since then. We Run at DXB is a part of a global Nike We Run series hosted by 14 cities across Europe, Latin America and Asia, and ranging in distances from 7K to a full marathon. No matter their age, skills or ability, the participants were in high spirits at the start of the race. Some had months of training to secure a chance to win, while others used the event to initiate a healthier lifestyle.
This competition is good. I'm running and then competition in Dubai. This everything is okay.
I do run regularly, so hopefully I've done enough training. Because I thought it was a really good place to run as far as Dubai is concerned, around the Burj Khalifa. It's sort of an iconic situation, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I train every day, or actually 6 times a week. And I try to encourage everyone with me. One of them is my roommate, who was one of my first clients. And I always try to encourage people to live a healthy and happier life. It's always good to be mentally and physically in good shape. I'm usually running on Al Khail and all these other places around Dubai. So I'm really excited that it's in downtown. It's super scenic. So I'm really happy about it.
I decided to change my lifestyle from being unhealthy to healthy.
I've been a resident of Dubai for the last 10 years and there have been many running events, but I've never seen one that's kind of transformed the community in this way. We started with the Dawn Runners, so the Nike Dawn Runners have been running for the last 5 weeks, and we've had hundreds of the local community coming out, all shapes and sizes, getting super psyched and super energized for We Run Dubai. And then now to have 8,000 people here, the energy, the excitement, it's blown everybody away. We're so, massively excited.